Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about frequency and how the frequency that you're experiencing, the frequency of your energy field, dictates the experience and the perception you have in the world and your lens that you're viewing the world through. I just did another video and it wasn't working very well. So I'm redoing it. So I'm just trying to remember the message that I was speaking about. So depending on the frequency that you're experiencing, because we're all energy. Everything in our existence is energy. When you break it down, it's all energy. So when you start to see everything as energy, your whole world, everything, you included, your energy, the music you listen to is energy. It all holds energy. It all has a frequency. And the frequency that we operate in, so the frequency that you are living in, so timeline, you can call this a timeline, but the timeline holds a certain frequency. So the timeline that you're living in holds a certain frequency. And this frequency of this timeline will dictate everything that you're experiencing in the world, because you're existing from this timeline. So if you're existing from this timeline and this frequency, the lens in which you perceive the world, you'll be seeing the world through the lens of this frequency. Now, if your frequency is down here or your frequency is up here, same thing. You're going to be viewing the world and you're perceiving the world, your thoughts, your beliefs, all of the thoughts and beliefs that are in alignment with this frequency is what you will experience. Your perception of the world will be looking through the lens of this frequency. Same as if you're in this frequency, you're going to be perceiving the world through this lens. So as we're living in a world now where everyone has an opinion and everyone is waking up and realizing more and more and more and remembering more and more and more, everyone wants to be sharing and with good intentions trying to help everyone, but their message may not be true for you. They might be sharing something that is true for them. It doesn't mean it's false. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It doesn't mean it's bad, but it's true for them, and it could be true for other people, but it may not be true for you because they may be in a different frequency, a different vibrational state, a different timeline than you. So yes, what they're saying is true for their timeline, but it may not be true for you. And it may actually take you off course or disconnect you from yourself or add confusion in your field. Because it does, when we're listening to other people's videos and we're listening to other people's opinions and views and everything, yes, it can be great and it can expand our consciousness and it can expand our mind and it can expand our views and everything. But we want to be mindful about how much we're doing that and how much weight we are placing, or how much weight we are placing in their words. Take everything with a grain of salt and be super discerning and check in with your body. How does it feel? How does their message feel? What did they say? Does it resonate with you? And keep in mind that everything that you tune into, everything that you're listening to, you are tuning into. Everything that you're watching, you are tuning into. And when you tune into something, you are tuning your energy to their energy, to that message, to that song, to that video, to that movie, whatever you're watching. You're tuning your frequency to it. When you tune your frequency to things, you are tuning your frequency to that timeline. And if your timeline is here or here and it's different, then, it's not going to just flop. It's not going to just instantly put you in that timeline and then you're just going to be existing in that timeline from now on. No. But if your timeline's here and you're always listening to stuff and you're constantly tuning into energies that exist on a higher timeline, yes, eventually this will be your vibrational set point. But if you're also, keep in mind, if your energy, if your frequency is here and you're unknowingly tuning into timelines, frequencies that are down here, over time, yes, your frequency will be here and you will be perceiving the world through this vibrational set point, through this lens. through this reality. And there's so many different, there's endless amounts of timelines and frequencies and happening at the exact same time simultaneously. You could experience multiple different timelines in the same day, depending on your frequency that you're experiencing in your body, around you, whatever, in your body. And this is happening a lot right now because we're moving through a lot of the densities of the earth. We're releasing so much from our bodies, old belief systems. The belief systems have been the strongest thing lately that I've been noticing that have been coming up and being released within me. When this is happening, just be mindful and try to remind yourself that we're in an awakening process, and these belief systems are just coming up to be released. To not attach yourself to the stories that are coming up, and to allow yourself to loop in them. Remember, it only takes 90 seconds for something to release from your body, from an emotion to release through your body, from something to move through you. So don't attach to it. When an emotion is trying to move through us, the only thing that stops it from not moving through us in 90 seconds is our attachment to the story, and then we loop in it. I'm sure you can feel what attachment to the story is, but if we allow our mind to victimize ourselves and be overthink it and really play it over in our minds to understand it, or whatever we do, that is how we attach to it, or we victimize ourselves, or but it literally only does take 90 seconds for it to move through our bodies and be released. So remember that when you are spiraling, get out of the mind of the story of it, come into the body and allow the body to feel it so it can move through it. Just sit there and hold space for it lovingly, as if you're holding your space for a friend who's moving through a deep emotion. You just hold space for it. Allow them to feel. So allow your body to feel it and hold space for it. But let it move through you, and don't attach to the story. So I was saying was be mindful of the videos you're listening to and the music that you're listening to and everything that you're tuning into, because everything that you're tuning into, it's like you're collecting all of these energies and putting them into your field, and they are dictating your vibrational set point. They're playing a massive part in your vibrational set point and a massive part in your perception of the world, because your frequency level is dictating what you're seeing, what you are perceiving the world to be. But the person right beside you could be perceiving an entirely different world because they are looking through a different lens. So they're seeing everything differently. And this is where as we begin to really understand this and really see the truth of this more and more and more, as we're raising our frequency and as these memories are as our memories are starting to come back and we're starting to realize the truth of this in the world, we're not going to feel that need to be right or wrong. We're not going to have this battle of you're wrong and I'm right, because we're going to realize it's all true, and we can just allow people to believe what they want, or to have those. We don't need to be right, because we realize that we're living in a different timeline, that there's multiple different timelines existing, and we don't need to be so caught up in what they're experiencing and what is in their timeline. We stay in our lane, stay on our mission. You may be here to do something totally different from someone else. So stop looking to other people for what your purpose is and what you should be doing, because it's not going to be the same as yours. It could be, but we're all so unique in what we are here to do. It's like all of these beautiful notes in a massive orchestra of melodies. We can't all have the same, it can't all be just the same note, or it wouldn't be beautiful. So you are unique, and yes, we are all one, but you play a very unique note in this beautiful melody called life. So don't look to other people to just be a clone of them. I mean, this is even happening in the spiritual community. Everybody wants to be the next healer, the next sound healer, the next shaman, the next what, because that is, and it's beautiful because we all want to help, and we're all starting to wake up, and we just want to help other people wake up because we're like, oh my God, as if this is happening. and we're starting to see the truth of the world and the truth of what we've been through and the truth of what's happening, and the truth is being revealed. So it's normal that we all want to help, but remember that you have a very unique mission here, and that's to be authentically you, and to bring that dream that's in your heart, that thing that scares you so much to share, that you want to hold close to you, to protect it, to keep it safe, and you don't want to share it because you don't want anyone to ruin it, because what if they don't like it? Whatever it is that lights you up the most, that is so precious to you, that you're so afraid to share, that is in your heart, is the seed that God planted in you. That is your mission, is to be living your life and bringing that dream into fruition. And yes, God's source, which is pure consciousness, God does have miraculous and crazy and beautiful and just mind-blowing ways of guiding you to that dream when you listen. And sometimes it feels like you're so off path, and it feels like you're on this endless quest going from here to here, and none of it makes sense. But as you start to look back, once you're through certain things, you start to look back and you're like, oh wow, I've been guided this whole time. Oh wow, I've been guided this whole time. Oh wow, I really needed to experience that, because that taught me this lesson, and that taught me this wisdom, and I pulled this information that I needed for this, and that I needed for this. So you just keep holding the vision, and even if you don't fully know what that gift is within your heart, know that you hold so much medicine, and just keep trusting the plan, God's plan, Source's plan, because it's so much better than we can ever plan. So many times I thought I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I thought I knew exactly where I was going on this journey, and every time I thought, I was like, okay, I definitely know what I'm meant to be doing. I definitely know what I want. Anytime I thought I knew exactly what I wanted, it would change again. And the last 5 years, I never could have imagined or planned the places that I've been, the people that I've met, the experiences that I've had, and even the person that I'm becoming. I never could have even imagined that I am, 5 years ago, that I would be the person that I am today. I would have thought you were crazy if you would have told me the experiences that I've had, the path that I've had over the last 5 years, and who I am today, and the decisions that I make and how I live today. For sure, I would have thought you were crazy. It was nothing about my path so far has been part of my plan. And I've tried to control, and I've tried to make things happen. And, certain decisions I made, I thought were going to lead me in a totally different way, but they didn't. But it's all God through us, God creating life, God creating through us. So we just get to surrender to that and trust and know that we are guided, know that we are supported. We're never alone. God is working through us and working through everyone else. God is working through us to guide us. You have nothing to fear. You get to have faith, and you get to trust, knowing that you're guided from within. And the best thing you can do for yourself is to just practice tuning into that guidance, tuning into your own energy, doing the things that make you feel really good, to stay in your lane and tune your frequency into higher frequencies. Because also, the higher our frequencies, the more our memories come back online, because just like everything else, everything holds a vibration, everything holds a frequency. So a memory that has been forgotten, whatever, we have so many memories within our being, within our consciousness, we have access to everything that's ever happened on the earth, everything that we've ever been through. We have access to the whole truth. The whole truth. The whole truth doesn't exist anywhere. No one knows the whole truth. No book will tell you the whole truth. Everyone has pieces of the truth, but no one has the whole truth. And the only way we will find and remember the whole truth is within ourselves. And how we do that is we raise our frequency, because as we raise our frequency, we expand our consciousness, and we have access to more, because like reality, all the realities you're experiencing are different depending on the frequency that it's on, the frequency level of that timeline. So the same goes for memories. Memories hold a certain frequency, and certain memories belong to certain timelines depending on the frequency of that memory. Higher frequency memories, the truth of who we are, why we're here, the truth of the full truth of God, the full truth, these different truths and memories, some of them are on really high timelines. Some of them are on vibrate in a really high frequency. And the way that we remember them and we unlock them is we go into these higher frequencies and these higher timelines. And how we do that is we just keep raising our vibration, which is listening to our body, eating the foods that are like, our body knows the answer. We just have to listen. Our intuition, we know the way. We're guided. Remember that. You are guided, and you will know. Even when you think that you don't know, you always know. Things will start to shift. The foods that you want to eat will start to change. The music that you resonate with will start to change. The people that you hang out with will start to change. Everything's, and it's just this process. And you just enjoy the process and try to stay in a place of non-attachment. Don't get too attached to really anything, because it most likely is going to change. And it's just all this beautiful experience. You're dropped on this earth to have a beautiful experience that happens like this, like a blink of an eye. So enjoy the process of it and don't attach too much to anything in your reality. Just enjoy it like an experience, like you're going to a restaurant and you're experiencing all these amazing, beautiful foods that are like explosions of flavors in your mouth, and you're just in bliss. See life like that. The food you eat, the friends that you hang out with, the experiences that you have, the places that you travel, it's all a beautiful experience. So enjoy the road, even the pain, even the sorrows, even the hard parts. Be so, have gratitude for that you get to feel, that you get to be alive, that you are so blessed to have a body. Don't be so hard on it. Don't shred it apart. Don't listen to the way that you talk to yourself. Love it. Learn to love the people in your life. Love this experience. Bring as much love as you can and gratitude as you can to your life and the things that you're experiencing. And don't take it so seriously. Lighten up. Enjoy the process. Because even when you get to where you think that you want to get, there's going to be the next thing and the next thing and the next thing that you want. That's normal as we're growing and evolving, and we like to keep growing and evolving. We are made to want to learn more and grow. So enjoy the process of getting there, because that's where the magic is. The magic isn't at the destination. The magic is on the way there. The magic is in the journey. When you're at the end of your life and you're looking back, you're not going to be just like so happy that you're at the destination. You might be happy that you're at your destination, but you're going to be thinking about all the beautiful times you had, and you're going to be reflecting on how, hopefully, how grateful you are for the experiences that you had, the people you've met, the family members you've had, the people that you've loved, the people that you've lost, the grief that you've experienced, the whole array of human emotions and human experiences that make up this life. So don't attach too much to your reality. Just enjoy it. Be present and enjoy the process of getting there. But in that, just notice, be discerning, notice how you feel, and follow the instincts, follow your gut. If your body's telling you to not eat certain foods anymore, don't eat them. If your body's not wanting to listen to certain types of music anymore, don't. Listen to that guidance, because that inner guidance system is guiding you to the full truth. It is guiding you to the higher vibrations, the higher timelines, the higher frequencies. And you may think that, oh, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to listen to this. I'm not going to, my body's telling me not to eat these foods anymore. My body's is telling me to set boundaries with this friend, or my body's telling me that it's not good for me to have this friend anymore, or whatever it is. You may think that it's not a big deal, and you just brush it aside, and you ignore your body, and you ignore what you know your intuition is telling you. You may think that this little thing and this little thing and this little thing is not a big deal, but those few little things could set off your course quite a lot, and it could be the block to your next breakthrough. You could be right here, and you're about to break through, and then this is the next level. And when I talk about level, I'm not talking about hierarchies. There are no hierarchies. This is just the best way to explain the frequencies. But you could be so close to another breakthrough, and you've been existing in this like in-between reality, and you've been frustrated, and you've been waiting to break through, and you don't understand why you're not breaking through. But there's a few things, tiny little things that won't even really change your life that much to actually listen to. Maybe it's that one friend that you haven't set a boundary with yet. Maybe it's certain foods that you shouldn't be eating, that your body's been like, stop doing this to me, please. Like, you know that you're not supposed to be eating that food. But you're not, you just keep eating it anyways. You're like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's all these little things. But those tiny little things could be that enough of that thing that pushes you through that surface, that is your final push through the breakthrough to experiencing a whole nother reality, where you feel even clearer and you have access to even more, where you remember even more about yourself and why you're here. So remember, this is a frequency game. It's all about the frequency. So remember that, and just be discerning about what you're putting into your body, what you're tuning your energy to, because everything you're tuning your energy, remember, you are tuning your energy to it. You tune your energy enough to something, and you're going to become a vibrational match to it. So just make sure that you're moving this way, and do your best to not move this way, because then you're going to experience a lower dimensional reality. You're going to experience more negative thoughts, more negative beliefs, more lack, more everything that belongs to the lower frequencies. So just do the inner work of cleaning up the mind, cleaning up the body, eat the high vibrational foods, listen to the high vibrational music. It's all programming. If you're going to watch movies, pay attention to the message behind the movies. I barely watch movies anymore because there's such a strong agenda with movies, and it's all negative programming. There's not a whole lot of movies with positive programming in it anymore. So be really mindful. And this doesn't mean to never watch a movie. I still watch a movie once in a while, just because I'm like, okay, I just need to pull out, and I just need to watch a movie and just be human, like just forget about everything and just watch a movie. But I'm still really mindful about what I watch. Same with music. I'm very, very mindful about the music I'm listening to, because we're tuning our energy to that, and there's so much programming in it. You're tuning your energy to not only the energy of the words and the energy that they're singing, but you're also tuning your energy to their energy. So be mindful about who you're listening to with your music, and what the words are, and what it feels like in your body to listen to it, and the vibration of the music. Doesn't even have to be the words, just the vibration of the music. And yeah, clean your mind, clean your body, pay attention to your surroundings. The people that you hang out with play a massive part in in your own energy field. We are more easily influenced than we think, and when we're existing in other people's world, we're existing in their energy field. So the more we are around someone, we are constantly tuning our energy to their energy, and eventually the more and more you tune your energy into something, you're eventually going to become a vibrational match with it, and then you're going to be perceiving a very, very similar, or almost exactly the same. You're going to be perceiving the world through a very similar lens. So just be mindful of that. And the biggest reason why I want to share this message was because there's so many people sharing online, and I feel that a lot of people are just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, looking for answers in other people's messages. And those people's messages may not be the truth for you, because they may not be on a timeline that you are meant to exist on, or a timeline that you even want to experience, or a timeline that is even higher than your own. Again, just remember the hierarchy. It's not about hierarchies or someone's better or not. It's just about staying in your lane and raising your frequency. Yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. Just be really discerning about what you're tuning into. And I hope this message helped today. Much love. Follow me and subscribe for more. Also, yeah, I think that's it. Bye.